Good evening and welcome to this edition of the Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, December 1st, 2015. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, the Tennessee Board of Regents says it will invest a recently received $2 million grant into efforts to increase graduation rates. A minor earthquake was reported less than 100 miles from our viewing area on Sunday night. 2 Shelbyville juveniles have been charged with vandalism at the National Walking Horse Celebration grounds. County unemployment numbers for last month are in. We'll speak with the State Director of Adult Education, and Partners for Healing has expanded their eligibility requirements. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
Just in time for Christmas, and for the first time in more than a decade, Taylor's Leatherware in Tullahoma, Tennessee is opening its doors to the public. From December 1st to the 19th, come and check out our inventory of men and women's leather jackets and genuine leather handbags from $35 to $200. Motorcycle jackets, police duty jackets, dress coats, and bomber jackets, hundreds of coats in all sizes. The sale begins Tuesday, December the 1st from 9 to 5, open every day except for Sunday until December the 19th. Find us at 1205 Five Points Roads, just around the corner from Motlow College.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac is worth the short drive for savings that can't be beat. Take home this 2015 Chevy Equinox, 0 down, just $299 a month. Or how about this 2015 Chevy Silverado Double Cab, 0 down, just $369 a month. And as always, we will match or beat any dealer's price. So come check us out or visit us online at stanmcnabb.com. But please don't forget, when it comes to the best deals, if anyone can, Stan can.
Welcome back. The Tennessee Board of Regents says it will invest a $2 million grant it recently received from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation into efforts to increase graduation rates, especially among low-income and first-generation students at colleges and universities across the state. Driven by Governor Haslam's Drive to 55 goal to increase the percentage of Tennesseans with a college credential by 2025, the grant encourages effective student success strategies developed by the TBR system level to be shared among its schools statewide. TBR is the governing system for the 46 public colleges and universities in Tennessee that are not part of the University of Tennessee system. There are approximately 200,000 students enrolled in the Board of Regents system.
Yesterday's Cyber Monday sales are expected to be strong, with many retailers matching or exceeding their Black Friday sale prices. The National Retail Federation says Cyber Monday is becoming more and more popular as people prefer to avoid the crowds in stores. This Black Friday in-store sales fell more than $1 billion, while $2.5 billion was spent online. That's up more than 14% since last year. Walmart began its Cyber Monday sales at 8 p.m. Sunday and is extending the offers all week. Walmart has discounted more than 2,000 items on its website. Some of the hot deals included $199 for an iPad mini at Walmart and $300 off a Samsung TV at Target. 121.3 million people were expected to shop online for Cyber Monday deals, according to the National Retail Federation.
Some North Georgia residents might have felt a bit of a shake Sunday evening. The United States Geological Survey reported a 2.4 magnitude earthquake around 7:43 p.m. near Dalton, Georgia in Whitfield County. The quake was reported to be about 11 miles deep and falls on the low end of the earthquake spectrum, but nonetheless did register. USGS reports that the quake was near the eastern Tennessee seismic zone, which extends across Tennessee and northwest Georgia into northeastern Alabama. Traditionally, quakes in the area are not major, though sometimes slight damage is reported. The largest known quake recorded in the area was a magnitude of 4.6 in Fort Payne, Alabama in 2003.
According to a report by FootballScoop.com, the University of Tennessee's administration will rework head football coach Butch Jones's contract, giving him an extension and a raise. This after the Vols finished 2015 with an 8-4 regular season record, following a 53-28 win over Vanderbilt last Saturday. Tennessee finished 5-3 in the SEC. Jones was hired by Tennessee following the 2012 season. He received a raise and 2-year extension following the 2014 regular season, during which the Vols went 6-6 overall and a 3-5 in the SEC record. Amid rumors that Michigan may have had an interest in Jones, his annual salary went from $2.95 million to $3.6 million. That deal extended Jones's contract through the 2020 season.
Recently released county unemployment rates for October shows the rate decreased in 90 counties, increased in 4, and remained the same in 1. In Coffee County, 1,280 people were unemployed out of a workforce of 25,010, which equates to a rate of 5.1%, down from 5.5% the previous month. Franklin County reported unemployment at 4.8%, while Bedford County's rate came in at 5.9%. Moore County reported 140 people were looking for work there, which is one of the state's lowest reported unemployment rates at 4.1%.
More Newsleader on 6 is coming up right after these messages.
Hi, this is Terry Stroop with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. We'd like to take this time to thank everybody who put their trust in us this past year to service their heating and cooling needs. We continue to offer the best available HVAC equipment out there with the Train equipment and geothermal heat pumps. We'd like for everybody to focus on the reason for this time of the year for this season.
As Jesus warms your heart, thank you for allowing Stroops to warm your homes. To all of you we wish
Merry Christmas!
Trucks, trucks, and more trucks. Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester is your home for both new and pre-owned trucks. We have a huge selection of over 200 trucks to choose from. Check us out on the web at russellbarnett.com and view our great selection. We are your truck headquarters, and we want to be your one-stop shop. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester, your truck headquarters. Trucks, trucks, and more trucks. Why buy anywhere else?
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Welcome back. Shelbyville police recently arrested 2 juveniles for vandalizing a Christmas display at the Walking Horse National Celebration grounds. Newsleader's Marilyn Ewing spoke with Celebration CEO Mike Inman about the incident.
Well, lights and holiday decor were stolen and or damaged recently on the grounds of the Tennessee Walking Horse Celebration, and according to Celebration CEO Mike Inman, this unfortunate act had been going on for several days.
Well, we've had, Marilyn, yes, it is very unfortunate, but for a little over a week now, almost every evening, we've had vandals destroy some of our property here, and we of course discover it in the mornings when we come back in. And again, like I said, it's been going on for a little over a week, and the amount of damage continues to grow almost every evening, the amount of damage that was being done. Our estimate, $30,000 to $40,000 worth of structures and lights, and of course it'll cost us about $10,000 every season, both in getting new lights, putting them up, taking them down, and the cost of the electricity. But we feel it's important as a give back to the community, because I know for me personally, every year I love to drive through and see the lights, and I know lots of people in town do as well. We try to put it up soon after Halloween as we can, so if you're going to go to that expense, we want to use them for a little bit, of course.
Exactly.
And give everybody plenty of opportunity to come by and see it. And again, it was unfortunate to see the damage to happen at all, and then for it to be escalating evening after evening was getting quite disturbing.
A big thanks to the Shelbyville Police Department and other security measures on the ground, such as surveillance cameras to catch any suspicious activity.
Well, the Shelbyville police have been very good to go through, and of course we did let it be known to the newspaper when we had the largest amount of damage late last week. But as diligent as everybody is, it only takes a few minutes. We were able to capture on our cameras that was just a 15-minute window. less than a 15-minute window when a large amount of damage happened one evening last week. So it wasn't that we're not getting plenty of patrols, it's just they can hit so quickly. But with that advertising, we just got lucky Sunday when an off-duty police officer, Officer Warren, he and his wife were coming by after church and noticed a large strip of lights down and broken bulbs on the sidewalk, and just followed the broken bulbs and came across two juveniles that happened to have nearly 100 of our bulbs in their backpack and admitted to causing the damage that evening.
On a much lighter note, the celebration is planning a real treat for the community.
It's something I've been kicking around for 2 years, but I needed some help to do it, is to reach out to the community that, I think this celebration is an asset and a treasure. And what we're going to have is a celebration Christmas, which is going to be an event here that we have 6 of the local churches and choirs have agreed to come and sing and participate. We have a dance troupe from Shelbyville. We have also a bloggers group that'll be performing. We're going to have a live nativity scene, a petting zoo. Santa comes in he's scheduled to fly in at 5 o'clock. And we'll have one of the large fire trucks on display, and a shopping village, and trying to do something for the community, give back to the community. There's no charge for anybody to come. We would ask that you bring an unwrapped toy, or for Toys for Tots, or canned good for Good Samaritan. Not required, it's a request, but we want everybody to come out and get in the holiday spirit and have some fun. And we'd like to start a new tradition in Shelbyville called the Celebration Christmas.
And this is going on when exactly?
December 14th, that's a Saturday, from 4 to 7. We're going to open the doors at 3:30. We have some of our nursing homes that are going to come over in force and bring their residents with them, and we have, I think, Moore County School Band is going to play. We have some art from Cascade High School that'll be on display. We're going to have free pony rides for the kids, and a Polar Express train that meanders through the Calsonic Arena, goes down to the Christmas Tunnel, swing back through with snow coming down on top of the kids. And again, we're just trying to make it fun for family, and a good, again, a good new tradition that's warm, it's safe, it's inside and dry, and hopefully that the city will gravitate to it. We're just going to keep our fingers crossed on that one too.
Celebration CEO Mike Inman. I'm Marilyn Ewing, Newsleader on 6.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Stam & Nab Ford is now offering friends and neighbor pricing until the end of the year. What does this mean for you? The absolute best pricing for everyone. We have a huge selection of new F-150s, Fusions, Explorers. At Stam & Nab Ford, friends and neighbor pricing is yours. Get all rebates and incentives on top of your friends and neighbors discount. It's no negotiating and hassle-free at Stam & Nab Ford in Lewisburg. Visit us online at stamandnabford.com, and remember, if anyone can, Stan can.
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do,
Everyday miracles at Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. Jason Beard, Director of Adult Education for the state of Tennessee, was in town recently. John Gray spoke with Jason about the program.
Very pleased to have a young man with us today that works with the state of Tennessee. His name is Jason Beard, and he is the Director of Adult Education for the state of Tennessee. And Jason, welcome to Tullahoma.
Thank you for having me.
Glad to have you here today. In this position, what are some of your roles, and what are some of the things that you hope to accomplish? Because I know you can give us some statistics about the state of Tennessee and people, how many people as adults have decided to go back to school and go get forward with their education, and what are some of the programs and things that you're developing to help make that happen for our population?
Absolutely. Well, I'd like to start out by saying most people are shocked when they hear that adult education is not in the Department of Education, but we're in the Department of Labor and Workforce Development, because adult education is really a workforce development program. And that ties back to a problem that we face in the state of Tennessee, and that is across the entire state, from Memphis to Mountain City, from the ages of 18 and 64, we have 700,000 of our citizens who do not have a high school diploma or equivalency. In the jobs4tn.gov website, anybody who's looking for a job, I'd advise them to go there. There's over 90,000 jobs listed there on any given day. None of them have a minimum requirement of less than a high school diploma or equivalency. So the folks that made that decision, those 700,000, they're locked out of the American dream. They're locked out of that promise of being able to get a good job that's going to have life-sustaining wages that they can raise their family. So that's where adult education comes into play. We have classes set up in all 95 counties. We have excellent instructors that are ready to take anybody who wants to come in who dropped out of high school and is ready to come back and rectify that mistake. You know, so many people, they look down on our students. They look down on the people, and it's kind of like they have a bit of shame attached to it, but it shouldn't be like that, because we have great students. We have folks that, for whatever reason, whether it's at their own fault or just the life circumstances, life happened, and they made a decision and they dropped out, or they had to drop out because of life circumstances, but now they've made another decision, which is more important than that first one.
Oh, sure.
To come back. It's never been more easy for an individual to make that decision and take that step. All they have to do is pick up the phone and call. There are going to be some numbers that flash up on the screen for our viewing audience. And all you have to do is pick up the phone, call one of those numbers that's in the area that's closest to you, most convenient to you. You will get a friendly voice on the other side of the phone. They're going to invite you in to come and get registered and to do an orientation. It's going to be nothing like your high school experience. Nothing like it. It's going to be a flexible schedule.
You mean that mean old guidance counselor's not going to be there?
She didn't make it over to our program. And
good for you.
They're going to go in. There's going to be flexible class times. There's class times during the day. There's class times in the evening. If you have childcare issues, if you've got transportation issues, if you actually were able to get a job, but the job, your work schedule conflicts with class time, we have an online classroom now. If you qualify, if you have an internet access at home or at the library or at McDonald's, if you have a smartphone, any sort of device that can connect to the internet, you can now take adult education classes remotely on your own time.
See, that's incredible. That's good.
We're one of only 4 states in the nation, and I will say that ours is better than the other 3. We have adult education programs in every county. In all 95 counties across this state, there is a presence of adult education. So there should be no reason why anybody wouldn't be able to get to a location and be enrolled in classes. And you know, I've named so many things that are advantages, but here's the bottom line. I've got 10,000 reasons for an individual, whether it's you, whether it's a friend, whether it's a family member, 10,000 reasons to get them to pick up the phone and call. And they all have $ in front of them. The difference between the income for an individual who does not have a high school diploma or equivalency and the income of an individual who does have a high school diploma or equivalency is $10,000
a year.
A year. Give yourself a raise, folks. Pick up the phone.
What can we do as a community or our area around here? What can we do to help this progress?
Absolutely. Well, the first thing is to get the word out. We have capacity. We've got our classrooms. We need students. We need to get out and reach these folks that for some reason or another don't believe that they're capable of doing this, and we need to let them know that they can. and that there's nothing standing in their way. So our main thing is just get the word out. If you're an individual who this is an issue that's near and dear to your heart and you'd like to come volunteer, I'm sure that all you got to do is pick up that phone as well. Call that same number. And I'm sure they would not turn you away if you wanted to come and help be a part of the transformation of an individual's life.
We'll be right back with more Newsleader on 6.
A job is not just a job in this type of business. It's just a joy to know that the staff is there for my parents.
There's love in that building, and you can feel that love.
It's a wonderful feeling to know that they're well taken care of, and it is my home. It's my second family.
I keep saying I'm going to retire, and I can't leave. That's home.
Life Care Centers of America.
The Animal Shelter has served Tullahoma dogs for nearly 30 years. Now, you can help us build a bigger and better no-kill shelter. Your tax-deductible gift is matched dollar for dollar. So come on, bark it forward and donate now to have your tax-deductible gift matched. Make your check payable to the COT Shelter Building Fund and go to tullahomatn.gov to see all the unique gifts available for your generosity. For more details, you can call City Hall at 455-2648.
Welcome back. Partners for Healing, which serves Coffee, Franklin, and Moore counties, recently expanded their eligibility requirements for aid from the program. Executive Director Belle Royton stopped by our studios to tell us more.
My buddy today, Miss Belle Royston from Partners with Healing, for Healing, with Healing, bring you healing. She's the heal meister right here.
We can do that.
We can do that. What's going on, Belle? You got something special happening?
We got something special. We've got something new going on. Partners for Healing, of course, as most of our community knows, we're a free medical clinic for folks that work but don't have health insurance. And we serve Coffee, Franklin, and Moore counties. But as long as somebody works, one person works 20 hours a week inside the household, we can see anybody that's uninsured in that home, like stay-at-home mom or maybe son-in-laws and daughters move back in. But we realized something. We've typically seen everybody underneath 200 percentile of the federal poverty guidelines. And you get patients who are working, and they make just that little dab extra, and we've been having to discharge them. And when they're diabetic, they can't get their insulin. It's not good. No, it's not good. So the board said, well, let's just try something for a couple of months. And so we went and called back our patients that we had discharged for just being a little bit over, brought them back in. They were thrilled. They hadn't been able to get any health insurance. They didn't have anything available. It was not during open enrollment. Their finances are tight. And they said, yes, we're coming back. And so the board has approved, and we are now officially seeing anybody under the 250 percentile of the federal poverty guidelines.
Now explain to someone like me out there and someone maybe listening who doesn't know whether they are or they aren't. What do you mean by the 250th percentile of the federal government
Poverty guidelines. And that's why I have a cheat sheet laying on the coffee table. Yes. What that means is for a family, an individual, one person inside the household, there's just one person in there, if they are earning under $29,425 a year or weekly income less than $566 a week, you don't have health insurance, you're working 20 hours a week, you live or work here at Coffee, Franklin, Moore County, we can see you. If you're a family of two, if you're bringing in less than $39,825 a year, or weekly be $766, we can see you. For a household of three, a single parent, 2 kids, if they're bringing in less than $50,225 a year or $966 a week, we can see you. And it goes on up. It's according to household size, how many people are in the households. But you know, we took this. I took and went before we started coming to the community. Went ahead and went to all of our most of our sponsors, not all of them,
right,
but all our larger sponsors. And I went to them and said, "This is what we're doing." And they looked at me and they go, "Good." And then they start telling me a story about a family member or a friend they know or somebody that's earning even within this limit or a little bit above. They said, you know, they just can't afford health insurance.
No.
He goes, it's really, really needed. They cannot. Says one person said, you know, my friend told me I can pay my rent and I can pay my car insurance.
That you have to have to get to work.
That you have to have in order to get to work. And in order to put food on the table, I can't do health insurance right now. So
and you know, a lot of the drugs are so expensive
And that's where we help out too. Like last week, the FedEx guy came wheeling in with his little go-kart thing.
Right.
Not go-kart, that's the wrong word. But he had 6 insulated boxes of insulin for us. 6 different patients were getting their insulin. That's at no charge to our patients. You can't afford that if you're on your own. You just can't. Insulin's $400, $800 or more dollars a month. You're looking at, that was a lot of money came in on that little FedEx delivery. With this little cart,
What you're saying is some of the people who you were working with and had to discharge need to come back. And get back in touch with you and find out what the new guidelines are, because the guidelines have expanded to allow more people to be involved.
They have expanded, yes, please.
Now I understand what 250% means.
Now you know, don't you?
I know.
250% is a good thing. And just, please, if you have been told years ago that you made too much, call us again. Call us, because you may not at this point, okay?
Right.
Healthcare is changing a lot.
And don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include filmmaker Michael Olson, who is working on a new movie highlighting the effects on a family while the spouse is deployed. Harry Britton will come by and invite everyone to the Tullahoma Civic Choir coming up. And Jim Zidane will tell us how you can celebrate Frank Sinatra's 100th birthday while helping orphans in Africa. All that and more on this week's Living.
Stay with us. We'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
The Kia Summers on Us sales event is going on right now at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. Let me tell you about this event. Purchase a new Kia Sedona, Kia Optima, Kia Forte, and receive 0% financing up to 66 months and your first 3 payments for free. For a limited time only, no strings attached. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. The Kia Summers on Us sales event going on right now. Why buy anywhere else?
It's time for the 2015 Light Up the Season contest. So get out those Christmas lights and make the most of the holiday season by decorating your home in Christmas spirit. You could be our next winner.
It's time for every family and business in Tullahoma to go green and recycle. Tullahoma Public Works makes it simple and easy to recycle. Just place your recyclable materials, paper, plastic, aluminum, and cardboard beside your garbage container on the same day your garbage is picked up. Your recycled materials don't have to be in a fancy container. Recycling is not only the right thing to do, it makes sense. Recycling pays. Paying to bury our garbage costs each of us. Please do your part. Let's go green, Tullahoma, and recycle.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1941 at 73 degrees. The record low was in 1929 at 14 degrees. Average high on this day is 55 and the average low is 31. Tonight, look for rain in your forecast with a low of around 44. Rain will be ending on Wednesday with a high of 53 and a low of 32. Mostly sunny weather in the forecast for Thursday with a high of 51 and a low of 30. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great evening.